Okay, 7th grade, let's take a look at lesson number 77. It's entitled More on Percent, More on Percent. Example number 1, what percent of 40 is 25? I'm going to rewrite what percent as WP. Of means what? Times. What percent times 40 is means what? Philip, stop giggling. Equals, all right? Equals 25. Now remember, every one of these problems is really kind of like an algebra problem. This is my unknown. This is what I don't know. So what number times 40 equals 25? In this case, that's what percent. So they tell me what form they want my answer to be in. So I notice I have a times 40. Remember, there's two sides to my problem. My goal is to get the unknown by itself. Times 40, so I do the what to both sides, Inessa? The opposite to both sides. So I'm going to divide both sides by 40. Because this will reduce to 1 over 1. If I divide both sides by 25, I'm actually putting more on the side of the unknown, and that is a no-no, okay? By the way, I burnt my finger making coffee this morning, so this is a cold pack, FYI, okay? All right, so I'm going to divide both sides by 40. I have what percent equals 25 over 40. Remember, every fraction is what kind of problem, Logan? It is a division problem. In my denominator, does it go on the inside or the outside, Layla? Denominator, wait, what? Denominator goes on the outside of my division problem, okay? So I've got 40 on the outside, 25.00 on the inside. Does 40 go into 25? No, it does not. Bring my decimal straight up. Don't forget that. 40 goes into 250 how many times? I don't know. Okay, let's see. 4 goes into 25 how many times? Probably 6. So I'll say that 6 times 40 is 240. That leaves 10 left over. And I know 40 goes into 100 5 times. Or 4 goes into, oh, no, that's not right. 40 goes into 100 2 times. That's 80. Here it is. Drop this down, okay? 40 goes into 200 how many times? 5 times. So I have 0.625. 0.625. Now they said write it as a percent, okay? So I could say, decimal right here goes over to the right 2 spots, 62.5%. If you want to make that a decimal, you would say, or into a fraction, you'd say 62.5%, because it would be 0.5 over 10, and half of 10 is 1/2, right? So 0.5 or 5 over 10 reduces to 1/2. 50% is half of 100%. So if you wanted to express it as decimal in a percent, you express it like this. If you wanted to write it as a mixed number, you would express it like that, okay? Let's take a look at example number 2. Example number 2. Okay, example number 2 says what percent of $3.50 is 28 cents equals 0.28. Okay, so let's change. This is my unknown. WP times 3.5 equals 0.28. Divide both sides by 3.5 to get the unknown by itself. Remember, unknown left side. What's on the same side as the unknown? The times 350. So I want to divide both sides, the opposite of multiplication, to both sides. So I have what percent equals. So now I've got 0.28 on the inside. Denominator always goes on the outside. 3.5. You could put a 0 there, but you don't have to. Okay? Decimal goes over 1 spot. Goes over 1 spot here. So I've got 35 on the outside. 2.8000 on the inside. Bring your decimal straight up. This is important. 35 goes into 28 how many times? 0 times. So I need to answer that question before I go further. Okay, 35 goes into 280 how many times? I don't know off the top of my head, but let's start playing with it. Let's say, let's just do 5 times 35. 25 carry the 2, 15, 175. Let's do 7 times 35. 7 times 5 is 35, carry the 3, 21, 245. That's probably the closest we're going to get. Well, no, 8. 8's going to be the one. That's the ticket right there. 8 goes into 540, carry the 4. 8 times 3 is 24, plus 4 is 28, okay? So I have 0.08. They said what percent? So you can't say 0.08, it's not in percentage form. How do you change it to a percentage form? You take the decimal and move it to the right 2 spots. So my answer for that one is 8%, okay? As we move along, a lot of these are all going to be just about the same. Your practice answer, once you stop right now, do practice A through G. Unpause it and let's go over your answers. So pause the video. All right, great job. Once you completed, look at answer for practice A. Should be 60%. B, you had 0.333333, and so that's 33.3 with a line over percent, or you could say 33 1/3%. Both answers are correct. Letter C is 300. Letter D is 150%. Letter E, 24 is 120% of what number? The answer should be 20. F was a little strange. Rework example 5. So go back to the other page. In saying 60 is 150%, they want you to write the answer as a fraction instead of a decimal. Okay? Rework example 5, writing 150% as a fraction. So you'd say 1.5, right? Which really turns out to be 3/2 before you do anything. So it should have been 3/2. And so you times both sides by the reciprocal. Your answer should have been 40. 40, a tricky one there. And letter G is 7%, just 7%. Okay, so I kind of slowed down your work this week because we're coming near the end. I don't want you to just keep plowing ahead. You'll notice I sent home 2 papers, one a pre-test that you can do, and if you flip it over, I have all the answers on the back of that paper for the pre-test. You don't have to do the pre-test, but it's a great option for you to do if you want to see if you're doing your problems correct, and you will need to do the test at home, okay? And do reach out with me questions. Give me a call. We'll Zoom, we'll FaceTime, we'll do what we need to do to help you out with that, okay? So just one lesson this week for this next set of 2 weeks, and then the second week you're just going to be doing the test 4 or 5 questions at a time, okay? And you can do the pre-test if you want to, and check your answers on the back of that page, okay? So any questions, reach out. I'm sorry we can't get back together again, but we have all next year together also, okay? So I love and miss you guys, and I will see you tomorrow when I pick up your papers, and then 2 weeks from that also, okay? All right, bye.